Hello and welcome to Pattaya, Thailand. For the 2019 IWF World Championships, we are in day 3.
They lose the card. Here are the current standings out of the B group, and we saw a phenomenal performance by China's Feng Ludong.
And read that twice.
153 in the snatch. That is just a shade under the current world record of 155, and he took a crack at 156 for the record.
So
Didn't make
333 is the high water mark to beat, and that is going to be quite difficult. In fact, several may not. Most may not.
Yeah.
Here are our world records in the men's 67 kilo category. 2 of them held by a competitor in this field, Chen Lijun. Both the clean and jerk and total belong to him. We'll see if he can improve upon those. And again, there are 11 athletes in this group. Here's your list. There are stars up and down this 67 kilo group.
Yeah, I think we agree that Chen Lijun of China is probably a favorite, but it is a tight field. We've got 2 excellent athletes from Colombia. We have an excellent athlete from Uzbekistan. Jury can overturn the referee's decision.
34 on his opener last year, Dave. That was all he made. Here he is opening with 135.
He's got an interesting lockout.
Yes, keep an eye on his overhead position. That was probably the most stable I've ever seen.
That was pretty good. You can see, though, he doesn't have, some people have kind of that on and off switch lockout. His is softer. It doesn't go to full extension, but that's okay. As long as that's the anatomical finish, that's okay.
You can't deviate from how you catch it.
Yeah. But that was a pretty strong opener. And that's a kilo more, like you said, than he did last year at the Worlds.
Yeah, last year, after making that on his opener, he jumped to 137. So let's see where his strength takes him. I'd imagine opening with 35, it would be more than 37. He has snatched 40.
Okay.
At a heavier body weight, but...
The 69, right?
Yeah.
So right now, Turkey's, nope, he has moved up. It goes back to Bernie Matam, although I imagine...
Actually, Dave, he snatched 47.
That was a long time ago.
Houston, 2015.
Yeah, I was going to say.
The World Championships there, he was 5th in the snatch, I think, 6th.
But again, as a 69.
As a 69, carrying more body weight.
37 going on the bar, and that's going to bring up Oscar Figueroa. That's a 4 kilo increase over what he had initially requested for his opening attempt.
And we saw that he did 30 in the back, so that means
30
this
a little
is a 7.
shakily.
Yeah, but that's a 7 kilo jump.
Assuming he hasn't taken anything in between.
Yeah, he might have. I don't know.
And Oscar is a master, right?
He's 36 years old. Don't tell him that.
He'd wipe up at Masters Worlds.
He may wipe up here. Senior Worlds. We shall see. Here he is. First attempt, 137 kilos. Well, he ran forward again.
It kind of looked like his last warm-up.
It looked exactly like his last warm-up. You're right. So that's okay. He does the same thing and gets on the board with a really nice 137.
Just 4 times up.
Yeah, no, that's
Still
remarkable.
It's incredible.
Like that.
All right. It's a little forward, but he chases it and keeps it overhead. If you think about the longevity required in this sport to be at 4 Olympics, it's simply remarkable.
All right, so here's Kennedy Laptis. Very smooth.
That was beautiful. Yeah.
So Belarus is one of the nations on some restriction to the Olympics. Is it 1 or 2? Do you guys remember?
I'll tell you in a second when we watch this really textbook demonstration of a snatch. Beautiful. Right there. I mean, that's exactly how you want, not just an opener, but that's how you want just about any lift to look.
1. Belarus only has 1. So he's not only up against rankings in the weight class, but against where other members of the Belarusian team rank in theirs. Mitsunori Kunai.
And later this week, we're going to see Aramdu.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Correct.
So he's vying for that spot as well. 109.
Really classic frog style pulling technique.
So talk to that frog style.
Not
touching, but starts with the feet very narrow under him. I'd say significantly narrower than hip width. Very straight pull.
Generally speaking, with somebody with long shins,
heels aren't touching, but still it is sort of like that frog style.
Long shins with the heels close together, with the toes turned out, it allows you to bring the bar closer to you in the start.
How is this shirt? How are they letting him wear this shirt?
Wow.
Yeah, it's supposed to be form-fitting.
I mean, that would be form-fitting for me.
All right, here's Ozbek. 138 kilos, and for what we're talking about, you are allowed to wear a unitard shirt that can be form-fitting, patternless, and color of any one color.
This seems to fail 2 of those tests.
But that lift is not a fail.
That's a great lift, yeah. And he's one of our junior athletes. So we said earlier, the world record's 142. No, would not surprise me at all to see him hop up 5 kilos after that.
Oh yeah, I think we're going to see a couple of cracks at the shirt's coming off now.
TCs, yeah.
Very nicely done with that snatch, though.
The president of the jury's going back, and they were ready.
How do you miss that? It's, I mean, what do you have? A trench coat on?
All right, here's Matam, second attempt. 138. You see on our screen there that scoring tower. It did show our previous bests from both this session and where the bottom 3 there are from the B group earlier today. And I don't know how you officiate that. I don't know. So 2-1.
2-1. For his lockout, I think that's the right call, but the jury is actually going to, no, they're stepping in. They're intervening.
So it's really tough, and the reason why is because it's soft and it moves a little bit, but does it bend and rebend?
But it's always been that way.
But you can't make a decision on what it's always been. You make a decision in the meet based on what just happened, right?
Well,
but
he's got lifts passed before that looked exactly like that.
I know, but different refs, different day.
So they're taking a look at that.
So for a guy like that, he's going to be in trouble with this video.
And he always is, yes. So they are taking a look. The jury is viewing this lift right now.
I don't know how he's going to get a jerk past.
Could have the same problem with the snatch.
No, it's a good lift.
You could argue that his shoulders just went down a bit, but the arms didn't.
Oh, they're changing the decision. No lift. They're saying a press out. I mean, the thing is, that's his lock. So do they challenge it now?
Again, same thing. I mean, he is the lifter on the bar, so he's got a 2-minute clock. He'd be following himself. I don't understand why you would ask them to review the lift that they just reviewed and turned down.
No, I think you're right.
I mean, it stays.
I'm with you, Sean.
And
the thing is, that's not a press out.
No, by the rules of weightlifting, it's a good lift.
I don't know.
So a press out means that
when
by
he's
the
at the
time
bottom,
stopped,
at the lowest
yeah.
point, does his arm bend?
But that's
it doesn't
his
bend and
lockout.
rebend.
Yeah, he's frustrated, and he has every right to be frustrated. That's unfortunately a bad call.
I got to be honest with you guys. I'm an official myself. I can't want myself not to punch that up at all, but I honestly do not know what to do with that. It could go either way.
He's in
All right,
trouble.
so there's our tower. You see now that lift for Matam. There's a little red next to it.
He's got about 1:30 on his 2-minute clock as he's following himself.
Kelsey, are you seeing anything back there with the French coaches? Are they talking to the officials? Are they frustrated? We do see Matam is calm, but what do you got?
They do see a little bit frustrated, JP. It looks like that's just how this athlete's arm lands, and normally they run that by the technical officials before the session begins. So we'll just have to see what happens with this next lift in terms of what the referees see.
All right, so now Matam is back.
You know, he did this, and he's now got to do it again. That's tough.
Nothing's going to change.
Nothing's going to change. So 138 kilos, third attempt. Bernardine Kinge Matam. It has to be as straight as perfect as possible. The point is he can't wobble and move. Just watch for that. And this will go to him. I think this will be good. It should be. And there you go, 3 white lights.
So he's disappointed with that because I think he had eyes on just over 140. Still goes 2 for 3. And you can see, so here's the thing, we're watching it in slow motion. Something very similar happened there. The difference is one of degree. That's his lockout. It's 1 of degree.
Good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just, you know, it's a bad call in my view. Right now, Italy's Mirko Zanni coming out for his opening attempt, 140 kilos. I mean, is that how you snatch, or is that how you put a bar overhead?
So you're saying he's a bit of a snatch specialist, though, huh?
Oh yeah. This is where he's going to have to get his kilos on the board.
So
not that he's bad in the jerk, but
right.
The most that I believe he's opened up with in the past is this 140. He's done it a couple of times.
Beautiful.
He's from northern
He's
Italy.
been successful. I mean, he tends to make his snatch attempts. I mean, whether or not the clean and jerk is lagging behind, it is. I mean, that's the big difference. He tends to make far more of his snatch attempts.
And at weights that are far more competitive compared to other athletes in the 67.
So we'll see where he goes next. In the meantime, 140 kilos, 3 kilo jump for Oscar Figueroa.
His first one was a little out in front. He kind of had to chase it.
Yeah, if I were in that central jury chair, I might
get your roller skates on.
Don't leave your shoes unlaced.
That's some scar in the knee. So, I mean, that's kind of where that was going.
That looked heavy.
First one, yeah, it did.
Just never accelerated in the hips. I think, you know, it's only 3 kilos more. I think he can come back and make it.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, it just bounced right away from him. You like to see a little bit more of a slide up the body. His kind of made contact and went right away.
He's following himself.
So no lift there. Yeah, he will follow himself. It'll be a 2-minute clock.
I got to imagine in his over 20-year career, he's been in every scenario, including this one.
Oh, yeah, including this one, and he was last year. Unfortunately, he did not make that third attempt, but as we're waiting for this, looks like Mohamed Ozbek is on deck. Chen Lijun there on screen. We're wondering, or we think with Ozbek, that they probably made him take that shirt off. Kelsey, you got anything back there? Is anything happening with Ozbek?
Yeah, we are watching him pull up his sleeves, JP. You're not allowed to have anything covering the elbows. He has a towel around him right now, which is what the technical officials say happened last time. They didn't catch it because of that. So now it looks like he's just rolled up his sleeves. We're not sure what happens if they fall down, but hopefully they stay put.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's interesting. I assume they were going to make him take it off.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see him next. In the meantime, Figueroa is back, 140. Third attempt. Truth be told, for Figueroa in this group at this point, it really is a competition between him and his countrymate, Mosquera, and he needs to stay as close as he can to him.
Is a better attempt.
Yeah.
You almost wish if you had one more.
Right.
I think you get it.
He's dialing it in a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah.
So no lift there for Figueroa. He'll be credited with 137 from his opening attempt, and now we will have the biggest age swing that you might see from competitor to competitor.
Yeah.
36-year-old Oscar Figueroa there to 19-year-old Muhammad Furkan Ozbek of Turkey.
The rolled up sleeves.
Yeah, it looks more like a t-shirt now, I
Interesting
guess.
jump. It's only 3 kilos.
A little cockeyed when he caught the bar, like one shoulder higher than the other.
So on his first attempt, same thing, a little uneven, you might say, but that's the move, so that's okay. I'm actually surprised that him missing that based on how decisive the opening attempt was. I mean, if anything, the opening attempt almost went back.
His best at this body weight, give or take, well, actually, as a 67, his best is 135. He did that at the Junior Worlds this year. It was good for a bronze medal. But he had spent some time, obviously, lifting at 69. He snatched 38 there. And then lifting a bit overweight this year at the Europeans. He did 145. Weighing almost 73.
Okay, well, that
so he
body weight
may
helps.
walk around significantly heavier than this class limit. You know, you figure if he trained through or had no ambition to cut at the Europeans. So another 2-minute clock.
He looks ready. He's coming out now. Yeah, overcorrection.
Yes.
So another guy who I think if he had a 4th attempt,
right,
would absolutely nail it. But yeah, one out front. That one, oh man, so close.
The line's good. It just keeps on drifting on.
It really was a nice effort. Yeah. So now Pak Jongju, 142 kilos first attempt. 142 kilos is the high water mark from the B group. 2 lifters.
No, it is not.
Well, I'm sorry, it's second and third. There were 2 other lifters who did this 142. So that means if successful, Pak Jongju will move into 4th for the moment.
Which is crazy because we're halfway through some of the starting here, and those B group numbers are holding up nicely.
Good lift.
Yeah. Very good opener for Pak. Sometimes it can be a little unclear what you're going to get with DPRK out on the podium, on the platform, excuse me. But that's a pretty confident opener. I like that rigidity in the receiving position.
Good line, nice straight up and down.
All right, so it looks like Lapti might be moving up, or at least I saw a change go in. That was for Pak Jongju. That was a declaration. So now
Hennedy Lapsi is the lifter with 142 kilos.
He's made his opener with 137 very nicely. 5-kilo jump.
Beautiful lift.
Yeah, that was nice too. You know, he had a moment of the torso looked very stable. The hips were a little moving, but man, he holds on.
He kind of shifted side to side a little bit.
Just a tiny bit.
Settled in and stood right up.
We've talked about it, but I just really appreciate, and probably because I never had it myself, but the patience under the bar, the ability when holding 300+ pounds overhead to wait, to not rush out.
All right, so now Ergashev, our other junior, who is a junior world record holder, is opening with a new junior world record attempt, 143 kilos.
And this would move him into 2nd place in the snatch.
Which is a doubly crazy statement. So opening with a junior world record, which would move him into 2nd here. 143 kilos. Adhamjan Ergashev.
Yeah, he gets low.
And he does it quickly.
Yeah, and I gotta say, how many world records do you see that easy? On an opening attempt, right? On an opener and
junior,
that easy.
Senior, I don't care.
Yeah, it's not something that happens often.
That's a great lift.
That is a very nice way to start this. He's already a 2-time junior world champion.
This is last year as a junior. Maybe his last competition, last opportunity.
Excuse me, 3-time. He's won 3 in a row. He won this year too.
This may be his last chance to really leave his mark in the records in this category.
Well, I think he's going to leave his mark in the senior category at some point.
That keeps
You're
up.
probably right, yeah.
All right, so now Mitsunori Kunai, 2nd attempt, 143.
Apparently he just took 130 in the warm-up room because it's been a while since we've seen him. Got to do something to stay warm.
Okay.
Did you see something?
I thought I did. Maybe
it was a mirage.
Thankfully.
What you saw was a good lift.
Exactly. Right, exactly.
Kanai's second in a row.
Yeah, that looks good. For this angle, looks very good. Looks heavy, certainly, but it is heavy.
You don't get penalized for heavy.
No.
Thankfully.
All right, so now this would be a 2-kilo jump for Henry Laptis. Belarus, 144, he's being called. Don't see much activity in the doorway. I'm not quite sure if he'll come out for that.
Yeah, here he is. Great effort, just too much.
Yeah. All right, well, appeared to be a max effort today, but game on all three. He made 2. 142 kilos is what Laptis will take. Laptis, excuse me, will take into the clean and jerk. Did he roll back a bit, or did his weight shift back? Maybe.
Couldn't really tell. I think he shifted back a little bit.
Got behind the bar. Yeah. Did, and as a result, didn't quite finish. Now here comes Chun Li-jun, who apparently just had kind of a shaky 140 in the warm-up area. And he's opening at 145.
This would move him into second. He was world champion.
Second behind his teammate from earlier.
Actually, he's been world champion a few times. 2013, 2015, 2018.
Huh.
And sort of that signature style of his.
Yeah, he's super wide. Those feet are way out there. But despite that shaky 140, puts over a 145 overhead with ease, I'd say.
Yeah, and over the years we've seen him quite a bit, and there are 2 signature things that he does. One is he goes way wide. The other is he's got sort of this twisty thing that happens.
And the bottom half of the body kind of goes one direction. The top half goes another direction. I think they cancel each other out.
Well, guys, I didn't even catch that Luis Mosquera moved his opener up from 140 to 145. Here he is.
Things must be going well for him.
Kidding me.
No.
I think we could say if the last name is Mosquera, don't look away.
Nope. Don't blink.
Man.
That is legitimately quick in slow motion. Yeah. I mean, really, most people are not moving that fast at full speed.
All right, so now Mirko Zani of Italy. Second attempt, made his opener with 140.
No, very close.
Did 42 in April at the Europeans. That would have been a best. And he's got another crack at it.
He's got one more. Just a small correction, and he should have that.
Is there anybody else on 45 other than Zani?
Kanai, whose name is called
Kanai is going to get called right now. I'm curious, that would only be a 2-kilo jump.
They're putting a change, and they're going to burn that clock.
So there's the change from Japan, and when David says burn the clock, that means Mitsunori Kanai has moved up to 146, which brings back Mirko Zani after the lifter from Japan was introduced. So it is not a 2-minute clock. It is only a 1-minute clock.
That's okay here,
for Zani. It is okay, and it is a strategy that we see quite a bit. And Zani clearly does not care.
No, and you know what? On a snatch miss like that, keep the error fresh so you know to run back and do it the right way.
Yeah.
Zani can do this. No. too bad. Credited with his opener at 140 kilos.
I think he's getting back behind the bar too soon.
A little bit, maybe.
No, I don't know.
That's right there.
It is
That's
right there.
really right there.
His position looked good.
These are PR attempts, JP, on the international stage, right?
Yeah,
So, you know,
right.
that's part of it, right?
Sure,
I mean,
absolutely.
you're taking 100+%.
You don't get an opportunity to do that often in training, so it's you have to make.
In fairness, at least on an international stage.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, we shall see what he has in the clean and jerk. But now, second attempt, Pak Jang-ju.
Started to drift back. There's no way to stop that.
Yeah, he tried to make the correction and then it started to go the other way.
Yeah.
He'll have another shot at it. But we're really seeing 145 maybe starting to be the dividing line.
See, kind of let himself sink down too low. He's got to be more rigid in the stop.
And it looks like his hips rolled under.
Yeah,
and once you're down in that position, there's no way.
You got to stop it a little higher.
All right, so now we're back to Ergashev. His first attempt was a junior world record, so obviously his second attempt will be too.
And his first attempt broke his own junior world record.
Correct.
Right.
As
Keeping it
will
in the
his
family
second
there.
if successful. So 146, 3 kilo jump, new junior world record at 67 kilos if successful.
Watch how low he gets. Man, that's just impressive.
He's a real deal.
19 years old. 20, excuse me, turned 20 this year. 146 kilos overhead.
You got a star.
Yeah. Really nice position, too.
Yep.
I mean, that's where you want the bar overhead. He's got one more, too.
He does.
We might see him push that junior world record up even further. Mitsunori right now coming out for his third attempt, 146 kilos. He had a good second attempt at 143, but he looked to be near his limit.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see what he's able to do here. As you mentioned, JP, he's lifted as a full 73, so.
Yep. And I think 42 is the most he's done.
As a full 73.
He weighed 67 or 66.8 when he did it, so he was in this class.
Oh, tell you, that was a
No, that was great.
attempt.
Yeah. That was really nice.
I bet he's kicking himself in the behind.
I mean, look, it looked like a max effort, but it looked like it was there.
Yeah.
Speed was good. You know, it didn't slow down because it was heavy. Just a little out of position. That's too bad. He's got it.
He's
and then
got
he doesn't
it.
have it.
There's a very nice flow to his movement, too.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, so 2 for 3 for Kanai. 143 kilo effort from his second attempt, and now 46. 146 stays on. Third attempt, Pak Jang-ju, DPRK. Missed this on his second.
Same thing with him.
Good effort, no lift, 142 from his opener. And you got to think that opens the door a bit for some others.
Yeah, very much so.
Now, you hear a 1 kilo increment being called for Ergashev, so yeah, he's moved up to 50. And here's one of the more intriguing characters in this class.
Yeah, you want to talk about snatch specialists. So Smilov is opening at 150. Now we're still not above the high mark of the B group, but we're not getting there. Yeah.
And don't forget the world record right now is
54, right?
155.
55
is the world record.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
All right, well, he opened up with 145 at the Europeans in April, ultimately, unfortunately, bombed out in the clean and jerk, but here he is opening with 150 in the snatch, and that looked pretty solid. He did not lift at Worlds last year, and remember, he's originally from Turkmenistan, emigrated over to Turkey, and I think maybe he did not want to go back.
I was going to say, I wonder if that, yeah.
That's an
that's
opportunity,
right.
maybe, but that's an opportunity lost to compete at a gold. Then he bombed twice, so very interesting. Now we'll go to 150 for Chen Lijun, which means he will move into third in the snatch if successful.
Nice lift for Chen Lijun. And just like his first.
So 2 for 2. And this class is deep. This is unbelievable. You still have Ergashev with an attempt.
Yeah.
You just saw this. He has another attempt.
Mosquera has 2 more attempts.
So does
as
Smilov.
does Smilov. Yeah.
This is...
Yeah. This is pretty impressive.
Looks like he's...
And I think we're starting to get to the point where you miss, you lose.
Yes.
At this point, yes.
So now Mosquera, 6 kilo jump. $151 kilos, second attempt. We haven't seen much of him really since the Olympics, but he's clearly showing up in shape here
during that time. Kind of dove forward instead of straight down, and it went back on him.
Well, he did snatch 150 at 73 kilos at the Pan Am Games a couple of weeks ago. Toes?
It was good.
It
still looked good. I don't know, man. I think if he had just sat for a split second longer.
Is it crazy to say he might have even surprised himself?
Maybe, yeah.
Because that went up real fast.
We'll have some time to think it over, because right now, Ergashev.
Where did this world record start at? 142?
Yeah,
He's
142.
If successful, a 9 kilo improvement on a junior world record.
Wow.
Adhamjan Ergashev, Uzbekistan, third attempt.
A little too heavy today.
Yeah, to your point, that just looked heavy.
Yes, it is.
At some point,
it's a lot of weight.
It might, right?
Yeah.
Right.
In fairness,
There's a point which 1 more kilo is too heavy.
Yeah.
but
He took a big increase, too. It was a 5 kilo increase after a much more conservative 3 kilo increase between 1 and 2. So,
which is a rare thing, I think. Right?
yeah.
One thing we will say with these huge weights, amongst these lifters, thus far only one, Matam, has made his third attempt.
Wow, yeah.
And right now, we've got a third attempt for Luis Mosquera. 151, missed this on his second. And again, we see these moments, and I think for Mosquera, this is a pivotal moment in this meet.
This really keeps him in it.
Because this will swing him back 6 kilos to 145 if he misses. So this is a huge spot.
So he misses that. Also means
that puts him at he's in trouble.
Out of the B group, Fung is guaranteed a medal. Guaranteed.
Fung Liu-Dung?
Yeah.
So that's confirmed, done.
Yep.
Yes.
Because there's
right
only
now
2
he's at
lifters
153
remaining.
and he's still the leader.
Yeah. He might go home with a gold medal.
Well, quite possible, because right now, Chen Li-Jun is on the platform with 153, the very same 153.
So even if he makes this, he doesn't go ahead.
No,
That's right. That Feng Liu-Dung did earlier today, which means he did it first. Which means that if Chen Li-Jun does this 153, he will move into second. No.
And he can't.
So 150, he holds into third. He may not win a medal at all, right?
No, he'll win a medal.
Oh, he stays in third. Okay.
So he's guaranteed bronze at this point. And now it's just Ismailov, who's in at least silver medal position.
And he's going to take the 54 to try to get into the
gold position.
That's right.
He looked sharp on his opener.
He needs all the kilos he can muster.
Yeah.
And this is just 1 kilo below, mind you, of the world record, the senior world record in this class. So you got to assume if he makes the 54, we'll see 56 behind it. He's got one more.
Looked like it kind of died at his hip. He just didn't get that acceleration off the hip to get in the right spot.
You know, it's a 4 kilo increase, which is significant, but it looked like a greater increase compared to the first attempt, because that 150 was just super sharp. Still, he does have one more. We're not sure.
So we're down to our final attempt of the snatch competition in the men's 67 kilo category, 154 kilos, 2-minute clock running.
And only one lift separates Feng Liu-Dung from a gold medal in the snatch right now.
And that's the key point here. If successful, Ismailov obviously wins the snatch competition. If he misses here, he'll be silver with his 150 kilo effort by virtue of a tie with Chen Li-Jun. But that means we'll have a gold medal in the snatch out of the B group.
Better effort.
Silver medal it will be.
And Feng Liu-Dung from the B group is our gold medalist.
And the key now for Ismailov, 150 silver medal, great, good for him. Understood he wanted the gold, but the key here, this is really all about the clean and jerk
He
now.
needs it. He needs at least one. He needs a total. Oh.
Does he have any chance of qualifying for the Olympics?
Slim.
I mean,
he can only carry 3 scores. We can get into that really briefly. Basically, one competition in each 6-month period. 84 to win. Here are your results in the snatch competition, and as we've mentioned, Feng Liudong of China did that this morning from a different group. Gold medalist.
a little disappointed with Mascara. I thought he'd perform a little bit better.
Once you get toward the bottom of the group, there is a lot of red on that board.
I don't know that anyone went 3. Take a crack at the world record. Didn't make it, but 1 gold. Right now, Belarus's Hennedy Laptins. Opening attempt 165.
Should be a good lift.
Yeah, that's a little shaky in the left arm, but 3 white lights. We'll see what the jury says.
No, I think I hear them. I can hear them chirping from here.
Yep.
Oh, this wait, they're stopping him.
Yeah. They're stopping him. Yeah.
So the jury is trying to stop the competition. Zani is not interested.
They're asking to review that lift.
That was a bit frantic.
Please repeat to us.
Now, by the way, if the jury wishes, they do not need to review the video. Here they are taking a look at it. I don't know.
Camera in the front. The front
It's close,
camera.
right? It's a little soft.
Yes.
The left arm.
It's a good lift.
Boy, this is awfully tough.
It's close. The way, you know, I'd love to see that as a good lift. I know that.
You know, all 3.
We are 4. No lift. Okay. Okay. Yes. Because of press out.
No lift because
Yeah,
They took it away.
not a fan of that call.
That's an awfully stiff call, but
They wanted the arm a little stiffer, I guess. So
I guess so.
he's going to have to come back and make that again. In the meantime, now Mirko Zanni of Italy gets to come out for his opening clean and jerk.
165 for Zane. Nice start.
Very sharp. Yeah, that was really nice. Very nice clean. Bends the arm, but
Yeah, noticed that.
gets it into the hips and then turns over
Good
nicely.
timing at the jerk.
Yeah.
Drive with the legs, then
Also,
arms.
really nice distribution, front and back
Yep.
on the feet. Right now, Hennedy Laptins, second attempt at this weight. There you go.
Lift.
A little bit of a look at the jury, maybe.
I noticed that too.
Just like Bernie Matam did earlier.
Right. Rightfully so, I thought.
Yeah, no, exactly. These were 2 calls that were a little too strict in my view, but this was a lift that left no doubt in anyone's mind.
So that'll give Laptis
Oh, he's out early.
Yeah, and he dropped his open.
a 165-307 for now with 1 attempt to go. And yes, Ismailov
Was at 170.
was at 170, dropping down here to 166. And again, as we mentioned, he's coming off of 2 meets, 2 major events where he has bombed out.
2 Olympic qualification events where he bombed out.
So he really needs a total. Perhaps going conservative in the clean and jerk to get just that.
Right, just get a total.
And with that, he should have a total.
And he does that consistently with that back foot. I don't know why he drew a red, but it doesn't matter.
I'm not sure why either. Let's hope that stays. They're not moving.
Just watch his position in the back leg.
So his back foot is almost straight, flat on the ground.
It's also open.
And open. So, you know, you want that toe, that back foot pointed at least straight ahead and on the front part of your foot, not on the full part of your foot.
He's moved up 168 kilos now.
Lifter is now Mitsunori of Japan, who is asking for more weight. 168 kilos going on the bar. He had a nice day in the snatch. Went 2 for 3. 143 was his second attempt, his best lift, and then took a crack at 146.
He's just off a lifetime best, but he weighed a full 73 when he did it. Remember, so cutting down, Sean, you mention it all the time, it's here in the clean.
If there's going to be a problem, you're going to see it here.
So let's see how the opener goes here for Kanai.
Ooh, no problem there.
Yeah.
It's a good lift. That's a good lift.
3 white lights. 2 attempts to go. You see there on our tower. For now, a 311 kilo total for Kanai. Weight cut or no, it looks pretty clear that he's come here prepared.
What was his best at the heavier weight class, Junior?
318.
We're getting close to that mark. 311 right now.
So Matam is being called to the bar. Kelsey, what do you have happening down there?
He's taken a couple of warm-ups, guys, but his lockout is his lockout. He was visibly frustrated after those snatches earlier this session. Clean and jerk can be an issue too, so we'll see what happens here.
All right, so 170 is the weight called, and Bernardine Kinge Matam is on stage, and as noted, that overhead position has always been a concern.
And he's pretty wide in the jerk, if I remember correctly, so that comes with its own issues. You know, that should be good, though.
Yes.
That's great, actually.
Yeah.
No movement in the elbows on that one that I saw.
3 white lights. All right. So if it gets dicey from here for Bernardine Kinge Matam, at least he's got this one on the board.
Yeah.
Looks like a change is going in for one of the lifters from Colombia. My assumption would be Mosquera. Oscar Figueroa has moved up, by the way, to a 175 opener. I'm pretty sure he was in at 70.
And he's historically stronger in the clean and jerk.
Yes.
If I recall.
Especially now that he's moved up in body weight.
Yeah.
Even at 36, he has taken on, you know, to the new class well. Matam here sitting on a 2-minute clock to repeat. Oh no, I'm sorry. It is moving around a bit. So Ergashev is being called with 170.
attempt, 170 kilos.
We see a change
They're
going
putting
in
a
there.
change in, yeah.
So the battle of changes has begun.
Zanni now being called of Italy at 170. I
would imagine this would hold. Yeah.
Yes.
Zanni's taking a 5 kilo jump as mentioned there. So here he comes for his second attempt.
Looks really nice on his opener.
On a major stage, guys, I don't know that he's done more than 67. I don't even know. Yeah, he's tried 70 once. Didn't make it.
Great clean.
See,
It's good.
Yeah, there's not a bend and rebend. He didn't press it out. He didn't move his elbows once he hit the lowest position.
Okay.
It's almost out it's out in front, and then he brings it back.
Yeah.
I thought I saw rotation, not bending. You know, like either way, no matter how we want to describe this, Sean, it's a good lift.
Stays so upright in that
I mean,
clean,
there's no clear movement
I was
there.
wrong. Yeah, it's. I know what you're saying. There's something that's a little.
Almost like it turned.
Something.
Something that's a little something.
Looks like the jury. Very clever, yeah. Looks like the jury's going to leave it alone.
He's got his Clean+Jerk
is
shirt
on stage.
Yeah, he changed.
Yeah.
He had that loose fitting shirt, which is against the rules, and I guess now he's got something else on.
171 kilos, first attempt.
Good lift.
Yep.
He's very close to the junior world record. So he is one of 2 juniors in this category. We thought he might appear in a junior world record snatch. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But he's pretty close in the clean and jerk now, just 3 kilos off.
And you would think after an opener like this,
it'd be odd for him not to go to 174 or more.
changes keep coming in. Yeah, I mean, opening with 71, a 4 kilo jump would get him to 75 and a crack at the junior world record. I mean, that seems like a logical path to take. And the other thing to keep in mind with the 2 Turkish lifters in this group, you see Ismailov there now, we were talking about his situation in regard to Roby points and scoring. You also have another problem. Turkey only has 2 slots to the Olympics, I believe. Correct. And right now, Muhammad Furkan Özbek is ranked higher than Ismailov. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
So, actually, now that I think it does not really look good.
It's hard to see a path forward for Ismailov in 2020. Right now, Belarus's Laptis. 3rd attempt. Good lift. Yeah, that's nice.
Much better than his other ones.
Yeah. And he's pretty happy about that.
With a 6 kilo jump. 313 total.
That drives you crazy as a coach, because you don't know what to expect.
Yeah. That clean is.
I mean, it looks like an open.
Fast. Yeah. But here's the thing: when you do it right, sometimes 100%.
Right. It's not 100%.
Looks easy. Yeah, exactly. Looks easy.
Change going in for Özbek. 74.
Yeah.
Well, he does have, that was his declaration, so he actually has 2 changes. I don't expect that he would go out with that 74, and now Ismailov, 172.
A little bit of an adventure with that first jerk.
6 kilo jump.
But this is...
Could have been jitters, too, because that was so much hinged on that.
Sure.
Lift. He really, he's got a total now. Maybe some of the nerves are gone. He can really start to put this away.
Whoa. Well, start losing shape a little bit in his torso. Yeah, that back leg's got a mind of its own, man.
Yeah.
Not good. I mean,
and he sort of splits slash goes wide. You know, like it's sort of it's a strange
It's all over
position.
the place. Like I don't know. I mean, that's all. You can fix that. Like I don't get why you don't do.
Well, if you've ever seen training videos and just watch where his legs go, like it's not really. He doesn't hit a comfortable split position.
No.
I've seen training videos of him, and he's very actually right on until he gets to a heavy weight, and then that stuff starts to happen with the split.
So before then, it's actually a good split position?
Yeah. If you watch training videos of him.
All right.
Be following himself. He's got just over a minute and a half remaining.
I mean, there's no magical words that you could tell him right now.
All right, so we're sitting on a 2-minute clock here for Ismailov. Kelsey, anything happening down there?
JP, both Colombians, Figueroa and Mosquera, are lifting similar weights back here in the warm-up area. Both just took 140, and now we're at 150 and 155. Our opener's about 20 kilos out. See them soon.
All right.
Although I wonder if
see the board there.
Figueroa won't go a little heavier with that opener.
Well,
even.
we know Figueroa has made one change from 70 to 75. May have one more. And then, based on how this is shaking out, I mean, Mosquera is on deck. Luis Mosquera is on deck. He would be next. So, unless he did something after Kelsey caught an eye on it, I'd be surprised. I mean, that's going to be like a 30-kilo jump, right?
No, 150.
50 to 70.
20 kilos. That's a lot for the clean and jerk. And but maybe he's got one planned about now. You know?
Which would be a quick turn.
That would be a quick turn. But they have to. Oh no, he's going to
73. It wouldn't
so
color up.
Load. Yeah, no.
Better clean. Yep. Whoa, almost took his head off.
Not happy about that. That's too bad, but he does get a total.
That's an interesting outcome, I think. Closer. So by getting a total, that's a 316, but he's off this board a lot quicker than I think we would have expected.
You know, I don't know that we expected too much more in the clean and jerk, but we did expect maybe a little more in the snatch. But he has a total, and he should be happy about that.
All right, so now Ergashev opening attempt 173. Remember, the world record in the clean and jerk, junior world record in the clean and jerk is 174, but the junior world record in total is 316, which this effort would exceed. So this is a 173 opener for Ergashev. If he's successful, he will have the 319 kilo total in new junior world record.
Wow.
And it looks like he does.
Man, that was like a, you know, sort of mid-pack warm-up, I gotta say.
Yeah. He's really he's come, I mean, not that he was far off, but he's come a long way since the last time we saw him, you know, last year's Worlds.
He's looking sharp. Yeah.
Well, he's up a bodyweight class.
Right.
But the way he's handling, I mean, it's really impressive. They've done a really good job with develop him.
You put a few kilos on, you know, and that it just changes the way the body can handle those weights.
Yeah, I mean, he was 4 for 6 last year in Ashgabat, 293 as a 61. So
this is the class for him, clearly.
Yeah.
Mitsunori Kanai of Japan coming out now for his second attempt, 173, 5-kilo increase.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Step back a little bit. So that's why I said step back a little bit, because being right on the edge there.
It's hard to do. I mean, a lifter may use any part of that platform so long as he or she is on it. It's their real estate.
But when they drop the bar, it has to land on the platform.
It just has to touch it. Doesn't have to stay there. So remember, bringing the bar back to the platform. Let's say he made this jerk. As he drops it, so long as the plates hit even just the lip of the platform.
I thought he had it.
And it wouldn't have.
So like in that case, it would have been a miss because one side did not. But what I'm saying is if he would have secured it, gotten the down signal, it doesn't have to stay flush onto the platform. So either way, yeah, the suggestion is get yourself more real estate, because just in case you run or lose forward. But that's hard to do when you got like a max effort.
Do you want to walk backwards with 173 kilos?
I know.
Bernie Matam, second attempt, 173. Conservative increase, 3 kilos.
Maybe they're a little concerned about getting called.
I think you're right.
Looks good to me.
Sounded pretty good, though. Yeah.
This is as good as I've ever seen his jerk look.
I think you're right.
I would argue even with the turn down on the second attempt in the snatch, in general, the whole day, even in the snatch, Sean.
Yeah.
He's looking good.
He looks pretty stable.
Yeah. And he's still got one more. Right now, Mirko Zanni coming out for his third attempt. And JP, you said earlier that 170 on his second was already a platform PR. So this is just gravy if he gets this.
Give him a 313.
He's got a really nice clean.
Yeah, he does. Great position.
He's just too heavy. You saw it in the dip. It took a little longer, and it's heavy, but.
All right, so no lift there for Zanni. He'll be credited with 170 from his second attempt, 310 kilo total. Clean was about perfect, right, guys? I mean,
I love that torso when he receives it. It's so upright, no movement.
Just that one got away.
And good elbow position.
Yep. There's one of his two of his teammates, 3 of his teammates, excuse me.
And they feel it for him. So now 174 will be loaded for Mohammed Furkan Özbek of Turkey.
I'm really surprised here.
3 kilo jump.
Because it equals the Clean and Jerk world, junior Clean and Jerk world record, does not exceed it. So again, a conservative small jump.
And it would move him into 7th in the total. 1 more kilo. Would have kept him there for now.
Exceedingly wide hips, which is good for squatting.
Has one more.
Yeah. Change going in at the table for Uzbekistan, it looks. Yep.
Oh, change, yeah. Kelsey, did you see that coming? Or was there anything else happening down there with Ergashev?
Yeah, that was sort of predictable, guys, but Ergashev's demeanor down here is just, he's having the best time. You can tell he stopped and watched his replay after a second attempt. He's smiled, he's up chatting with his coaches, just having a blast back here. And why not? He's already a couple of junior world records deep.
That's got to be fun to come back and watch your own world record.
Right. Something I've unfortunately never experienced.
Yeah, well, the rest of us too up here.
All right, so now Mitsunori Konai, Japan, third attempt. Missed 173 on his second. Good effort, but decided to move up a kilo. If successful here, this will move him into 3rd place. Over 317 kilo total.
Much better clean.
Yes.
Yes, needs to hold on.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic work.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed watching him lift.
Yep.
He's really precise.
4 for 6.
And is that his best clean and jerk?
317. Oh, yeah.
Good technical display, really. Just doing a lot of things right.
Well, I mean, he did 318 at 73. He did 178. I'm talking, but that was a bodyweight class up. So, I mean, at this class, yes, that was his best. He had done 73. So, still a fair statement, right?
Uzbek of Turkey, 174.
Not a great attempt at the clean last time. Much better.
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe getting a little lightheaded.
Yeah.
So no lift.
2 for 6.
309. Yep.
So both Turks out of the game now. Both 2 for 6, unfortunately.
We have yet to see, I was just about to say, we have yet to see either of the two lifters from Colombia. Both moved up again, and now it does look like with the coloring up.
No, Figueroa
moved up a second time to 76, but
76, correct.
Luis
yeah.
Mosquera.
Did he not move to 180?
No, Chen Li-jun is 180.
No, I thought.
No, Mosquera was 170, 173, 176.
No, Figueroa, I mean.
Figueroa.
I left Figueroa.
I'm sorry, I'm reading
went
the
to
whole
180 and then came back down to 176.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
All right, so now here is Luis Mosquera, 175, first attempt. Well, I'll say this for the clean. That's how you get the elbows around on a bar.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember how he clean and jerks, but it seemed like he rushed the jerk a little bit.
Well, maybe on that rep, yeah, or on that.
It's pretty typical of him to move the hands as maybe a beat, and then he goes.
Okay.
So here's Li-jun. Pretty casual 170.
Yeah, he looks ready for 180.
That's one, if you assume he's going to open with 180, he could stop there.
Yeah.
But I think it's a little early for a 170 now, because you've got at least 4 attempts with no misses.
True.
And I don't think, you know, the usual assumptions that we make would tell you that no one here is going to miss.
That was almost a power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He caught that high.
Do you agree with me, Sean? I think Chen Li-jun is more than 4 out.
Well, generally, you know, on the last clean and jerk, you want 2 to 3 attempts
at least
before you go out again. Before you go out there, sometimes, if you're concerned, you take it a little bit early, and you can always do a power clean or something like that to keep yourself fresh. But yeah, he's kind of like in the middle of it. But that, it seems like that 170 came a little early.
Yeah. Right now, Mosquera, second attempt, 175. Made the clean beautifully last time. And that time as well.
Too.
And that's the jerk. There you go.
Kind of drives you nuts a little bit, I'm sure, if you're Mosquera on that opener.
Giving that away like that.
But I don't think he's afraid of taking a big jump if he needs to, so he may sit back a little bit because he's clearly good for more.
Yeah. Beautiful dip, nice drive. Bar exactly where you want it.
And this is a guy who's done it on all levels. He's won a youth worlds, he's won a junior worlds, and he's won a senior worlds. But what he wants is to get to the 2020 games.
Bernie Matam. Third attempt, 175.
If successful, we'll give him a 313 and move him in just behind minute A lefties.
It's a good lift.
Let's see.
He's moving his feet, but not
I
his
think that's a
arms,
good
so
lift.
yeah,
I
it should be
agree.
good.
Let's see what the judges say. Three white lights.
Really impressed with him.
He had
Really
a great day.
impressed with him.
You know, he had a rough call, an incorrect call. I think we all agreed in the snatch.
Yeah, he's one very tough decision away from a perfect 6-for-6 day.
Yeah.
And he fought for this 175. You know, small increase over his second.
Nice
Look at
effort,
that,
up and down.
holding on. But he just, like you say, something, Sean, he just built the total. Just chipped away, chipped away. And in an Olympic qualification year at an event like this, that's super important. Every kilo.
Every
Makes
kilo
a difference.
counts. Yeah, I'm really impressed with him.
Oscar Figueroa right now, 176. Opening attempt.
Historically a better clean and jerker than snatcher, so expect good performance here.
Little flicker.
Yeah, is that going to get him in
We've
trouble?
seen that cause problems. It was the left arm,
And it's
and
three
no,
white
they're going to give it to him for now.
You know, we're getting word from the back room that his warm-up, his entire warm-up,
This can't be.
70, 110, 130, 150.
I can't imagine.
That was it.
Actually, I can't imagine.
4 lifts.
He's 36 years old, man. He's
You got
I
to
gotta
save your
my
energy.
reps.
Seriously, you got a finite number left in you at that age.
And that was pretty good. And by the way, guys, it looks like Chen Li-Jun has moved down 2 kilos, so he's going to come out here.
There's a stop.
So the TC was preemptively assuming, I guess.
There's no stop, I guess.
No, they said no stop.
Look at that. Yeah, listen, you cry wolf, jury, and that's what people are going to assume.
They're just
right?
going to assume you're coming after him. Yeah. So this is interesting. He's just taking a little
Went down to
movement.
110.
That's what I figured, you know, coming out with that 170 with the timing of it.
So Oscar Figueroa was running his automatic increase at 177. So his declaration's going in at 179. That'll bring out
Chen Li-Jun,
Yes.
who moved down 2 kilos to 178.
And don't forget, guys, because we have not seen Pak Jung-ju yet either.
That's right.
Now he's going to have some work to do in the clean and jerk if he wants to come after Chen Li-Jun, but we're at that point where it's now interesting.
I think that door might be shut, but we'll see, depending on what Chen Li-Jun can do.
A miss here, or a miss too from Li-Jun, and yeah, the door opens. But here he is on his opener, 178 kilos.
Okay, that's good. That should be good.
He opened with this 178 last year. Ultimately went on to do 82, which was good enough to win.
We opened 78, ended 82. He had a miss in between, I assume.
No, third attempt was a miss.
Okay.
So this is what he did on his first, so he's repeating that. Same thing, and then he went to 82. Sean,
Got it.
That only put him in second place overall. Let's remind people, because
he's still 4 kilos down, so he needs at least.
Yeah. He's 5 kilos down, and really 6. He's at 328. B group best total was Feng Li Jung at 333.
Right, so he needs to be 6 kilos. Right, he needs to be ahead by 1.
Yeah. Here is Pak of DPRK. Opening attempt, 178.
Strong. That's a great jerk.
Yeah.
That's a great lift.
So he stays in it, although again, I think he's got too much ground to make up. He's got 14 kilos to make up for the overall medal. But that gets him in the game at least. Ergashev now coming out for 179.
We have not seen Ergashev in a bit. This is a 6 kilo jump. Junior world record in both clean and jerk, which now currently sits at 174. So this would be a 5 kilo jump, obviously 5 kilo improvement. And then same for the total, 319 goes to 325 if he makes this.
Successful under new junior world record in the clean jerk and the total.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله بسم الله الله بسم الله
He's far. That bar just pops off his chest. That's so just astonishing.
Yeah, I think I could agree with what we heard before. I mean, he is feeling it.
Yeah. So that's it. He went into this holding all 3 records in the junior category, and he'll leave with all 3 of them again, but new records.
Right, new records,
Yeah,
right.
I just feel like they were so much lower.
Yeah.
Change coming in, 180 for Figueroa.
Oh, they're going up. Oh.
Change coming in for Mosquera, too.
181. So is Figueroa going to come out for this 180 is the question. There is his teammate Mosquera waiting on the increase.
Boy, those 3 kilos hurt.
Yeah. Now
for Oscar Figueroa.
Mosquera only has 1 clean and jerk left too. Figueroa has 2.
Yep.
There's our current leader in both clean and jerk and total. And he already, of course, won the gold medal in the snatch.
All right, a second change going in for Mosquera.
Figueroa, you mean?
I thought it was Mosquera that one. Oh, okay.
No, because Figueroa just went to 181.
I thought he was writing that card in on.
Ergashev now making a change. And we are back to Figueroa.
181. So, I mean, this is a 5 kilo jump.
Someone's going to have to lift the bar at some point.
Well, yes, because they only have 2 changes, and at some point they'll run out of changes. So I think you see the wave there from Oscar Figueroa's coach. Just come on. So now 181 kilos.
A 5 kilo increase over his opener.
He hasn't been up here in quite a bit, not since 2012.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's just remarkable. It's a little slower in the dip. You can see the weight was heavy, but God, I mean, that clean, just phenomenal. Look at him drive up
His
out of
leg
that
strength
like it's
is
nothing.
Incredible. Little forward in the dip.
I mean, he almost had it.
Yes.
It's hard to get much closer than that. He's got one more shot at it. In the meantime, goes over to his teammate, Mosquera. This is his last lift.
And he's going to stay with it. That's interesting. It'll move him into third in total. So a similar statement. I mean, that 6 kilo swing would have meant all the difference in the world for the podium.
Yeah, had he made another snatch.
Missed 151 twice, set him back to 145. And a pretty heavy hole to dig out of, even with the big clean and jerk. So this will give him a 326 kilo total. Move him into the lead with several attempts left in the clean and jerk, but just third in total.
Too much weight.
A right arm got him twice.
Yeah. Great clean. Super
Yeah, really.
powerful.
It's practically a power clean.
Yeah, it's very high. He ends the day 2 for 6 with a 320 total.
If Tian Tao didn't exist, I think this would be my favorite clean technique.
Look at it. I mean, the torso, amazing how rigid it stays. It's just, and you know, the
It
jerk
looks
is
heavy.
great. Just that right arm.
It's an odd one for Luis Mosquera. I mean, 2 for 6, but he looks so much better than that.
Yeah.
Just when the bar got overhead, it just looks like it kind of like every other part of the lift looked easy until it got overhead.
And it seemed all in that right arm.
Yeah.
All right, so now Oscar Figueroa, third and final attempt, 181 kilos. This would move him into the lead in the clean and jerk. Remember, the lead number now is 180. Similar stories for both of the lifters from Colombia. It's the overhead position.
Yeah. And both of them great cleans.
And
I mean,
both look
really
in good shape,
astonishingly
but
strong.
both of them are 2 for 6.
Yeah.
So no lift.
He ends the day with a 313 total.
And for fear of sounding like a broken record, now back to Ergashev. And
Another
2 more junior world record attempts. There's Feng Liudong. He's in the stands now, but it's looking pretty likely he'll be on stage. Well, he will be on stage. And we start handing out medals in just a little bit.
Ergashev taking 182.
Yeah.
400 pounds.
Showing a chink in his armor.
No.
He's okay. He can go again.
Wow.
That's insane.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Needs to steady.
That's astonishing.
Sean, I'll tell you this, I've seen it before, but I've never seen it end well.
No. Right, so the rule is, so you can lift the bar off the floor as long as it doesn't pass the knee. Once it passes the knee,
it's an attempt.
It's an attempt. So
you can put it back down to the ground, the clock can resume. He did that, and nobody ever does this and then makes the lift. I mean, that's just
back in the back.
Salimi used
well,
to do
Salimi would do it as part of his
but it was just because he's so big and there was so much movement that the bar would go off the ground.
That was an attempt remarkable. And then a redo.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was one of the most impressive lifts I've seen.
Chen Li-Jun now, 184, and this is the weight that he will need to move into the lead in total.
And I think he does it. Yeah. So that bumps his teammate off the top of the podium.
And you see Feng Ludong in that crowd there with the rest of the Chinese team. He did not look too upset. Chen Li-Jun has been one of the best in the world.
Yeah, it's okay
for a long time
to lose to Chen
So the world record's 339.
And it's his.
And it's his.
And 185 is the world record clean and jerk, which is also his. So I think we'll see at least an attempt at that. In the meantime, only one other lifter remaining, Pak Jong-ju.
And he's got some ground to make up now. What, 15 kilos is what he would need to beat Chen Li-Jun by in the clean and jerk.
But he just wants to get on the podium now, I think, at all.
Yeah, correct.
And this wouldn't do it.
No.
That's also correct.
I love his jerk. Wow.
So the question is really, does he go after a silver or does he go after a bronze? What will he need to get to each? 334 is where he'll need to be for silver.
Yeah, that's a big ask. Tell you, that was a nice lift, though.
335, right, would be for now gold.
That's
so
that's a 9 kilo jump.
We've seen crazier things in the clean and jerk.
We have.
So that's all I'm saying is it's a huge ask, but it's not out of the realm of possibility.
No. And he looks good. He's looking
great
good on these
both
clean
of those
and jerks.
attempts.
Yeah.
Now, so do you take that big 9 kilo shot? Do you take an 8 kilo shot, right? Because that's what it would be for silver.
He's guaranteed a.
He's only guaranteed a medal in the clean and jerk.
Right. Well, if he's guaranteed a medal, he might as well go for gold. Why not?
Well, let's see what.
334 in silver.
Oh, that gold. Go for silver.
Means he needs a 192
so far.
For silver, I'm saying.
For silver.
To knock down Feng Liudong. I think you're certainly done if Chen Li-Jun makes this. It's over.
Now this is a world record attempt, 187.
That's ridiculous.
I think he's got it. He's the steady. There we go.
I think it's safe to say there's our world champion at 67 kilos.
3 white lights and the new world record.
2 years in a row.
Building a nice resume for himself.
It's beyond a nice resume. He's already done this 4 times.
That's impressive.
So what's it going to be?
Let's see. PRK just put the change in.
87.
Yes. 88.
88. And that would move him into third.
Yeah.
And that seems like a very logical and smart play. Which one do you want to go for?
Well, and it would give him a world record and gold in the clean and jerk.
Yeah.
So this is a good move.
A gold medal clean and jerk world record effort that would leave you bronze in total.
Exactly. Well, his snatch.
No, you got to make more snatches.
Yeah.
Well, but look, the snatch didn't go great, but he could still finish this on a huge performance.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, sure, that 4 kilos would have done a lot of good, but this is pretty exciting stuff here. I mean, a world record attempt, 188 kilos. For Pak Jong-ju. awesome.
That was great.
Coach coming out. Another world record and gold in the clean and jerk, and he gets himself on the podium.
In the total.
Wow.
And he's
What a finish.
Coach just got reprimanded for being on stage. He does not care.
Hey, that's worth it, man.
Go ahead, write me up.
that was a fantastic lift. Great lift.
That's what it's all about right there. And the position, the control.
That's why you lift, you jerk with the bent back knee right there.
He took that well.
He did.
He can still turn around, smile, and say, look, I got 2 other world records.
Yeah.
Or 1 other, actually. I'm sorry.
Right.
146 in the snatch. Wang Min Hao, but Park Jung-ju, man, that was nothing short of great.
That was a great finish.
Oh, man. That was, yeah, after kind of a rocky snatch session, man, what a clean and jerk session. Just a lot of made lifts. 4 athletes went 3 for 3.
And a bunch of them broke world records or junior world records on the way. And
there's one of the athletes who broke a world record, only to have it taken away moments later. Silver medalist in the clean and jerk, Chun Lee-jun, our world champion. There is Uzbekistan's Ergashev, bronze in the clean and jerk, and reset all of the junior world records.
He put them into the stratosphere.
Yeah, blasted all of the junior world records. And then Chen Lee-jun,
gold.
There is your world champion in 2019. Five for six performance from him.
Had a great day.
3-2-1. Look at that. Bronze in snatch, silver in clean and jerk, gold in total.
Yeah.
And Park Jung-ju, bronze medal in the total.
And a world record clean and jerk.
That was a lot of fun to watch.
You know, we were treated to some really phenomenal jerks this session.
Yes.
Technique-wise.
Just beautiful.
And Lee-jun just has, in both the snatch and the clean and jerk, Chen Lee-jun has that signature twist. And it's crazy that he can move around like that.
He does it every time.
He does it every time.
He's so strong that it just doesn't matter.
Yeah, like all the Chinese team, they're just huge reserves of strength.
Yes.
You know, you combine strength and technique, regular technique, consistency, you win all day.
Well, that was fun, guys.
I don't know if it gets more fun. I gotta put myself to bed right now.
We still have 1 more to go.
We do.
All right, so here are our results in the clean and jerk. In the men's 67 kilo category, top 3 finishers, no misses.
Here are the results in the total for the men's 67 kilogram group. Chun Lee-jun, Feng Liudong, Park Jung-ju, first, second, and third.
You know, the only real surprise there, guys, is the fact that Feng Liudong was in the B.
Yeah.